gonna have a wonderful evening. We got my girl, Miss Andrea Mills, up in the house. How you doing?
I'm doing great.
Good. You looking good. And you know we got my girl, Miss Molasis, up in here. How's it going?
Good. Wonderful.
Great,
Wonderful.
great, great. We're gonna have a wonderful event today. We're talking to, like I said, Miss Andrea Mills. Andrea Mills.
Andrea.
And she will be telling us a little bit about what's going on her LIFE, her life.
All right.
So what's going on with your sister girl? What's going on?
Hey, Atlanta and Neo Soul, happy to be here. You know, I'm just doing my poetry thing wherever and whenever I can. And got a couple copies of my books here, Visions of Love and Inspirational Love.
Okay.
And you can log on to www.andreamills.com to learn more about me. And you can also hear me every Thursday night on Atlanta's V103 with Joyce Littell and the Quiet Storm.
Oh, okay. I know that voice sounds familiar.
Ooh.
Now we got a face to put on the to know what we listening to, huh?
All right. Sounds good to me.
You got a face to the voice now.
Yeah, exactly.
That's wonderful. Wonderful. Definitely enjoyed you like 2 weeks ago at Poetic Moments as well. That was awesome.
Yeah, well, thanks for coming in to lay it down. You know, poets like you and Knyte keep the show interesting, and we do allow other poets to come on.
Great.
And that's what makes it Poetic Moments.
Okay. Well, great. Keep doing your thing. And I actually have a copy of Inspirational Love that you autographed for me 2 years ago when I started sharing. So definitely awesome. If y'all haven't gotten it, make sure you go out and get it because it's definitely worth the while.
You know, it's funny, talking about moments, I'm feeling a moment. Do you have a moment to maybe like share inspirational love or a vision of love with us?
Sure, sure. Let's see. This piece is called I Long.
You long.
I long.
Okay.
I long to hear your voice whisper in my ear. I long to feel you caress my body as you pull me near. I long to lay next to you as we melt into one. I long to see the curtains blow in the breeze and feel the warmth of the morning sun. I long to watch you sip champagne after biting a succulent peach. Baby, I long to watch you show me your favorite moves because I long to watch you teach. And I long to stand with you in a shower made for two. You see, I long to make love to you over and over and over again as soon as we get through.
All right.
Baby, I long.
Well, long on.
That was Miss Andrea Mills doing her thing up in here.
All
That was
right.
beautiful. That was
That was
beautiful.
awesome.
Yes. And you'll be doing poetry. You do poetry at TARRAZU's, am I right?
Correct, correct. The Poetic Moment show takes it to TARRAZU every other Sunday. And I mean, we have a blast. So poets in the city, come on out and do your thing.
You know, speaking of TARRAZU's, how come we just don't go to TARRAZU's?
Let's go. Let's take a look.
Check it out.
Yeah, all right.
Check it out, y'all.
TARRAZU's.
Forecasts, goals, projections, even in my sleep, details dangle, little vitally important pieces of what Bob says should have been done yesterday or the day before, dance in my head to dissonant tunes of dismay. Details lost in a massive pile of Bob's priorities made their way to the fine apartment of my mind. Shock waves of how did I let it go while rolled down in a mass in the pit of my stomach. Ulcers. The body experiences the aftermath. Lean hearts meant to sway freely to music, tied up into knots, bound to conventional structures not meant for me, like bureaucracy in the confines of corporate enterprise. Wait a minute. Wait 1 minute. Bob makes twice what I do. What half the experience? Why am I having nightmares about Bob's dreams? I want to be free of blue suits and board rooms and styrofoam cups empty to be filled with caffeine habitually consumed between urgent calls, hot leads, rampant nepotism, secret liaisons, cigarette breaks, and other fires that need to be put out. I'm gonna call a press conference with bongo beat rap music about freedom blasted in the background and broadcast to my boss and Bob's boss. I ain't got no report ready. You can't fire me. I quit. And I already done crashed the company car. My lean parts sway so freely to this music as I dance my resignation ritual across the conference room table. In the frenzy of my fantasy, I swirl to the syncopated rhythm of the bongo beat. But right in the heat of things, my alarm clock rings. But you know, I feel pretty good. I get up, I put on my blue suit with the gold buttons. I look pretty good. I get to the office early. My attitude is good. Because I'm going to work on my business plan all day long. Good morning, Bob.
I am the daughter of an African queen and a Taino Indian chief. I am the dream and the hope of the slave, the faith that poured from their soul as they were beat. I am the fire that burns in Maya Angelou's eyes and the words in her mind as she picks up her pen to create again another masterpiece. I am that piece dripping from her lips to her chin to her chest into the heart of a young, yearning poet. I am what keeps the blind man walking. I am the determination in his mind. Can't you tell? Can't you see? I am that beautiful butterfly floating in the breeze, or better yet, I am the wings that bring hope and purity and better things. I am the precious pride of generations of kings. I am a future of what hasn't yet been seen, a future of life and love and wisdom and dreams. I am what is but doesn't appear to be. I am the invisible. I am the seen. I am joy that makes toddlers sing what a rain could be if only raindrops were lemon drops and gumdrops. I am fear that keeps oppressors pressing harder and harder, yet I am the will that keeps you pushing stronger and stronger. I am the sound, the tone, the keys. I am the reverie of self-inflicted harmonies. I am salsa, merengue to a spicy beat. I am the life in bongos and congas and vibrant quick beats. I am the purest wisdom captured when Gandhi speaks, seeping from his lips to India's people as they sit. I am an artist and a poet, and after all of this, I am still undescribed. I am deep, I am wide, I am me. Thank you.
Trying to creep. Looking for some company you're trying to keep. Might be low riding or energy. When you get a call or a beat. When you're out cruising on the strip, you know them po-pos like a trip. So if you're solo like Lattice without the pips, or like Bam Boom without the bip, if it's freedom you're trying to keep, stop by the store and get a receipt. When you're out late at night, brown don't blend with them black and whites. If you're making a run or think you might get some gas or a bite, you might just be out hollering at your peeps. Stop by the store, buy something, and ask for a receipt. Someone might say you were across town when the deal was going down, but you might have stopped at a spot on Lucky Street. Pray there's film in the camera, and keep your receipt. A receipt puts you at a place with a date and time, and might be your alibi if charged with a crime. This message goes out especially to my brothers. You don't want to make that call to your mothers. A receipt might keep you from going under, and you can still use the back to write down those numbers. Because you know we always looking for paper and pen, or writing down Shorty's number we want to get with your friend. And your boy told you her friend is really her roommate, so you call disguise your voice trying to get a date. But what I'm talking about is when you're hanging out late. Because this message is really about love and not hate. Sometimes we get blamed for things we didn't create. I'm sure there are some of you who can relate. But you can change the hands of fate. So whether you're with your room or your soulmate, while you're out in the AM running the streets, stop by a place of business or ATM and keep your receipt. This has been a public service announcement from Plain Brown.
I was moving in a hurry, going nowhere fast, doing all the things that would never last, and all the men enjoyed looking at me, Miss Pretty Fast and Sinful Shelley Lee. Now my mama was saying I'm gonna whip you, child, but I didn't care because I was just that wild, going to all the parties and drinking all the gin, never realizing I was dying from sin. And when fools didn't give me the high insurance, I People would ask, is that your older sister, Mrs. Lee? Mama would say, no, that's my daughter, Shirley. And then she'd walk away looking so sad, cause them drugs made her child look so bad. And finally one day, I was backed in the corner, as scared as I could be. And on that day, Jesus Christ saved me. It was a hard job getting off that crack, but Jesus was there showing me the way back. Saying, Shirley, I love you and I want to set you free. And my spirit was renewed because Jesus loved me. It is true if you teach a child the right way to go, they may stray, but they'll come back someday. So get back, Satan, because you can't tempt me. For I'm a child of God. I'm Miss Shirley Lee. And now I minister every chance I get, sharing my experience with strangers I met. Now I tell them that Jesus is the answer if you want to be free, because Jesus saved Miss Shirley Lee. All right.
Welcome back, y'all. Wow, did y'all enjoy that hot performances from TARRAZU?
That was awesome.
It really was.
Yeah.
And the place is just beautiful. Anyone who has never gone, you have no clue what you're missing. Go check it out, I'm telling you.
Definitely support, because it's also African-American owned, and you don't want to miss out on supporting African-American owned businesses.
Right. It has that poetry vibe with coffee, you know? I mean,
Right.
we're just sitting around drinking coffee, listening to the spoken word, and it's awesome.
Eating a 7-layer cake. I can't even remember the name of the cake, but it's 7 layers. This is
I'll
awesome.
call it delicious.
Okay.
Yes, poetry, passion,
And
food.
delicious.
It's there. It's at TARRAZU.
It's that thing that just makes you be like, that's tasty. You know, speaking of tasty, cherries. Cherries are tasty. And we haven't picked any cherries lately, have we?
Actually,
Usually when we pick cherries, we usually are talking about poets who are virgins and we want to pick them, bring them out. So we're calling you out. We are cherry picking this evening. So any poets, dancers, abstract artists, if you want to get up here and do cartwheels or do backflips and sing and dance, we want you to come out. We want to hear what you got to express us. Can I pick a cherry? We got any virgins out there? Y'all with me? Wouldn't you like to hear something new, see something new? How about you?
I'm all with
definitely.
it.
Come out and let us pick the chair.
Yeah, you know, and then maybe from that moment you may be sparked to go to TARRAZU's and do something and no longer be a virgin to the mic.
And don't forget about Shadows on Tuesdays
Oh, girl,
as well.
without a shadow of a doubt.
Okay.
You know, because I know that's hosted by just the two hottest females. And I'm talking about just not hot where you're touching, oh, your finger just burned. I'm just talking about they just got that vibe like, yo, I'm liking them. That's Molasis and Miss Infinity, who will be coming up in the house
Great
later
show.
on, you know.
Yeah.
Nice vibe, nice place. I'm talking about kind of place that would make you just want to sit back and chill and just
Oh, it's
like,
definitely
this
plush.
ain't
They're
home,
laid
you
out.
know,
Taste some wine and have some poetry.
yes.
I mean,
Oh, yeah,
sounds
full
great
dinner.
to me.
We do the wine tastings every last Tuesday with full dinner, 4 wines.
Oh, wow.
Visual art the whole night.
All right. And do
excuse
you
me, I
throw
think I had
down?
too much wine.
Do you throw down while you're doing your shadows? there?
Well, you know, every now and again I spit a little something, you know, but the primary host is Miss Infinity, and we just love her for that, because she be up there keeping them hype.
Knyte, can she spit a little something?
Miss Molasis?
Yeah.
I would like to hear her.
You want to hear a little, do a little
Yeah,
something?
do a little something for me.
Do what you do.
Okay. Well, earlier we were talking about different types of sensual or erotic poetry, so I'm going to spit one that's
Okay.
a little sensual, maybe a little erotic.
All right.
Soul erotica. See, souls are erotic. Erotic can souls be as they discreetly deliver mental stimulations, sublime erections, mental and spiritual connections. See, as minds are covered in molasses, causing panties to fill with honey and boxes to stretch the capacity as men and women wiggle discreetly in their seats while listening to me. So erotica is born. Now see, it's birthed from the shadows that only the angels can see, but if you place your tricks just right, you too can see so erotica's ecstasy. See, what I'm talking about is mirrors on the wall just so across from the bed, so the dancing souls you will see as they melodically dance across the glass. Now, all the while, he'll keep a firm grip on your ass, but make sure to look up and slightly to the left, and the dancing souls you will see as you see your dancing soul climb atop his climbable soul stature, and he delicately separates and thrusts his tongue into you and hold on now, hold. He is hard and you're dripping wet, but take a moment and try not to forget to look for the dancing souls Now, as you watch and look up and slightly to the left, you'll see his soul suck up what's left, fill you with the rest, all the while keeping a firm grip on that ass, not being afraid to allow you to see that in the back of his head is where his eyeballs be, and slightly bleeding from his lip as he tries to sex you silently. See, souls are erotic. Erotic can souls be as they discreetly deliver mental stimulation, sublime erections, mental and spiritual connections. See, his mind's a covenant molasses, causing panties to fill with honey and boxes to stretch to capacity, as men and women wiggle discreetly in their seats while listening to me. So erotic as born, y'all. So erotic.
Wow.
Oh, and a poet is born, and off that poem, some babies might be born. You know? Because I think people might leave the poetry area and go somewhere else and go home with that one.
Okay, I believe they will.
Yeah.
Now, was that too erotic? Was that borderline edgy? That was like...
I wouldn't call it as deep as I've heard it get. It was very tasteful. I enjoyed it because it allowed me to visually see the dancing soul. So I liked it.
Okay.
So do you think poetry, lyrically, when it gets sensual, it affects a person's mood? Like, say if I'm at a poetry spot and I'm just chilling and someone may say something may just spark me. Do you think that affects people in different ways?
Yes, most definitely. Most of us have something on our minds as the person is reading. As a poet, we're searching our repertoire just to see what we have that might complement what the person before us might have read. But if you're listening as is someone who needs to be uplifted, you're looking for that one thing that touches on either your dream or your reality. So
That's
I
right.
think very much so. I mean, the lyrics will, spawn you to do whatever is really in your mind, and it brings out the things that you really might not have tried had that person not taken you there.
Do you think sometimes people are kind of like fake with it? Because I know sometimes I'll listen to a poem and I'll be like, ooh, that's hot. And I'll get embarrassed because I'm like, ooh, I like that. Hercules, Hercules. But you're sitting there all alone with your wine, you don't want to be like, yes, I like that poem. So you sit there like, that was cool. When it's like, you're like, ooh, that was just deep,
Right.
And I'm checking brother over there. And it just, but you don't want to seem like you're really into that poem because you're trying to be all stiff. But in reality,
that's the kind of poetry you want. You want that stuff that moves you, that makes you want to come up out of your seat, that makes you want to, oh, if I don't have a number already, is there anyone in here that I can get the number like leave?
Right.
Whether it be fantasy or reality, I think that's the wonderful thing about poetry. You can either have reality, you can deliver reality, or you can deliver fantasies. And sometimes people like me like to be delivered fantasy, so I can take it to whatever level I want to take it to.
I like
And
the way you
then-
put that.
Yeah,
Deliver reality or fantasy?
Yeah.
I like that. I like that.
I think you're absolutely right, Molasses. And when it's not your taste, we turn it off and we wait for the next poet. It's almost as if,
Definitely.
okay, I bought a bad piece of candy in a jelly bean bag, throw that one out. Usually it's the black one, but we're going to learn to eat those. Throw the bad one out and let's, pick another color and see if we like it. It's the same way with poetry.
Right.
And I think through the end of the night, some people are still searching and they don't know what they're looking for, but the next time they come, I think they have a better idea of what this poetry thing is all about. So
Well, it's there to inspire people.
Yeah,
It's there to inspire you to write your own things, to follow your own dreams, and I think it's also there to encourage people and educate people. And there's so many different variables of poetry. You have the hip-hop, Hazik.
yeah.
So what inspires, these thoughts? Because I've tried many times to write those kind of poems, and you see I ain't said nothing because I ain't got that kind of poetry. But I love to hear it. I tried to write he is this and blah, 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 and I'm like, crumble, crumble, and I throw it away. But I love to hear that type of poetry. Where does that inspiration come from? And how do I be able to get my pen to write it on paper? Or is it just a gift? I know poetry is a gift, or does it come by seeing somebody or different people's personalities or conversations? Where does it come from?
Your husband,
Girl
Andrea.
needs to know.
Does that come from your husband, Andrea?
Well, I'm not married, so.
Black girl's not married.
No, I'm not married.
Y'all fellas know,
and you know,
Miss Andrea Mills is single and available, and
I've
going on.
actually sold books to people who have written back or either, called and said, your husband is so fortunate. And I guess it's the type of poetry that I write that, leads people to believe that I am. I've always been a big dreamer.
it's that piece. It's that piece. At the end of that piece, you said, ladies, I hope if you're smart like me, you'll make he'll make me his wife, or you'll make him his wife, something about
Let me
wife.
try a little bit of that. I love
one.
that piece. It's called Groove Me.
Ew, I love
Ladies, have you ever met a man that was just bad to the bone? Well, whenever we're together, I pray he never leaves me alone. Girl, the brother grooves me like nothing I've ever known. And it's more than just a feeling, because when he lifts me, he's so strong. Groove me, baby, groove me. And he knows just what to do. Why, if you could see what he's giving me, I know you'd wish it were you. Groove me, baby, groove me. I said just one more time. And he said, I'll always groove you if you say that you'll be mine. So, girls, I said yes. I couldn't let him slip away. I couldn't imagine another woman saying the things that I now say.
Okay.
And I'm holding on to my man forever and a day. And as long as he continues to groove me, I'll always feel this way. So, ladies, if you find a man to groove you, hold on tight for dear life.
That's it.
And if you are as smart as me, you too will become his wife.
That's
Groove
what
me.
it is. That's the one. I thought you were married. That's
Wow.
exactly
Just
the one.
a poem is all it takes. Wow.
I mean,
That's what we're talking about,
I hope you did what I did and make him into your wife. That's what it is.
That's a little bit
I
of
thought that you were married.
Inspirational love.
Yeah, that's where I dream from. I dream on that level all the time. So thank you. I consider it to be a compliment.
Now, can you write that way, sensually, erotically, inspirationally, just on the drop of a dime?
Drop of a dime.
Okay, see, me, I have to feel it. I have to be in
Really?
a mood. A lot of my pieces, I dream the entire dream. And then, I get up, write them, and forget them.
For me, it takes a line.
We're going to, like the rappers, we're going to wrap this up, but we're definitely going to pick it
let's
back
wrap.
up.
Okay,
out,
let's
girls.
wrap.
Yeah. But, like this, do a poem about love.
Our producer is definitely putting you on the spot.
Yes, come on, Knyte. Come on, let's quick four.
It's called The Corner. It's whatever. I met him on the corner of Destiny and Tragedy Street. He was a street hustle away from poverty, choosing stardom in the streets. Yet when our eyes did meet, I knew instantly he was meant for me. See, many perceived he was cruel, dangerous, and angry, said he packed gaps and lacked family stability. I guess no one saw what Knyte did see. See, I saw a king. I saw a king in need of a queen to bring out that hidden love deep. This hidden love I would seek, even if it took me to the brink of being extinct. I saw him just that worthy, this beautiful indigo hue of a man whose heart was so hard, and it was even hard for me to get in. But I did. And together we lived. I mean, I went to work, he even got a gig. I mean, our love was blessed. I'm talking truly heaven sent. I love the way we talk logic and nonsense. Laid in the bed naked, burning incense, and the way he touched me mentally.
All right, that's what I'm talking about.
That was passionate. Yeah, all of this bliss was short-lived because his revenue was below the way he once lived in. He let go of his gig and started street hustle again. But I tried to convince him his twisted motivation would be the end of him, but he's a hard-living victim with that street life embedded in him. Inside deep, I knew he couldn't give up the streets for me, not out of lack of love. It's just the streets of the party. The streets have raised him since he was a baby, but it pains me daily that I couldn't save my beautiful king from living dangerously. Reluctantly, I released him back in a world not meant for me. And our last embrace took place in eternity. There I watched my king embrace the streets wholeheartedly. There on the very corners that our eyes did meet, on that corner of Destiny and Tragedy Street. And that's my love, you know what I mean?
Oh, man, that's deep. That's deep. Yes, loved it. Absolutely beautiful.
It's amazing how love would just take you different places, you know what I mean? We got the inspirational love, we got that real love, we got that I want to grab the bottom of your butt cheeks type of love.
Or you can have that love, like that stuff that you want, you know what you want, and you can't wait till you get it.
What about that far away love, where you see somebody and you just want to just be like, I'm attracted to you, but I'm shy, you know?
Oh, that's that crush stuff?
Yeah.
Oh,
that ongoing, every time I see you, I'm just crushed because I can't speak to you because I'm just shy
That's
like
stuff
that.
that would make you want to write a love letter.
Yeah,
Oh, I love that.
yeah.
that's
I have a little piece I dreamed about a guy being with me and leaving, and I talk about all the things that were going through my mind as I just lay there. You know, when your love leaves and
right.
you hear the car drive away, and yeah, that poetry is beautiful, you know. After you left me last night, I just lay quiet for a while. I wanted to take a moment just to remember your sweet smile. Your smile will forever be a memory in my mind, just in case I never see you again and this was our last time. That's what I'm talking about, you know.
Girl, that lingers. Her voice is just so pretty, and it lingers like a man's body oil on your sheets. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But let me stop because I'm acting up. We need to go ahead and thank you guys for checking out Neo Soul.
Make sure if you're
Andrea Mills,
Terry.
thank you for coming out. We love having you. We definitely have to come back out.
I will be
You know,
back.
I love the
Thank
way
you.
you two vibe like that magazine. You know,
Thank you.
we got this type of poetry over here and this type of poetry
And
over
you know
here.
what? It's all good.
And
It
make
really
sure if
is.
you're a virgin, you come out and check out the show. You can have your own spot here. Just give us a call, neosoul4u.com, or you can you can email us at neosoul4u@yahoo.com. Make sure you come out and get your spot on Neo Soul, y'all.
Yes, definitely.
Thank you, Andrea. We appreciate you coming out.
And thank you for having me. Molasis and Knyte.
Thank you.
Good night, y'all.
You guys take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. See you soon.